What if a single mountain range could hold the secrets of a civilization older than the pyramids? Nestled in the rugged embrace of the Caucasus, Georgia whispers tales of ancient kings, hidden cities, and wines that predate empires. This isn't just a country, it's a crossroads where Europe and Asia collide, forging a culture as vibrant as it is enigmatic. In this travel documentary, we'll wander through Georgia's stone-carved monasteries, taste its soul-stirring dishes, and uncover why its people treat strangers like gifts from the divine. Join Gozi Journey for a journey into the heart of Sakartvelo. A land misnamed, a culture unmatched. Picture a place where the peaks of the Caucasus soar like sentinels, guarding a land that's neither fully Europe nor Asia, yet somehow both. Georgia, a name that confuses many with its American namesake, is a small nation of 26,900 square miles, about the size of West Virginia, tucked between Russia, Turkey, Armenia, Azerbaijan, and the Black Sea. But don't let the English name fool you. To its 3.7 million inhabitants, this is Sakartvelo, a name that rolls off the tongue like a song of pride. Its location, often called the roof of Europe, has shaped a culture that feels like a tapestry woven from Gothic spires, Baroque facades, and Mediterranean warmth. Walking through Georgia's towns, you'll stumble upon fairy tale restaurants with flickering fireplaces, stone castles that seem plucked from medieval legends, and monasteries clinging to cliffs as if defying gravity. These aren't just buildings, they're testaments to a people who've thrived at the edge of empires. Folk dances, recognized as national treasures, pulse with energy, their intricate steps telling stories of warriors and lovers. Yet, what's more striking is the diaspora. Over 10 million Georgians live abroad. A close-knit community bound by patriotism, sending love back to their homeland like letters across the sea. The Georgian language adds another layer of mystery. It belongs to its own family, unrelated to any other, with an alphabet of soft, wave-like shapes so beautiful that UNESCO has deemed it an intangible cultural heritage. Imagine writing a letter in script that flows like a river, each curve a piece of art. This language, one of the world's oldest, is a reminder that Georgia's roots run deep, untouched by the tides of conquest. Have you ever encountered a language so unique it feels like a secret code? Georgia's script is exactly that, and it's just the beginning of what makes this land extraordinary. Vardzia, the hidden city carved in stone. Deep in southern Georgia, where the Mtkvari River carves through the Arashidi Mountains, lies a site that stops you in your tracks. Vardzia, a city sculpted entirely from solid rock. From a distance, it looks like a cliff face, unremarkable save for its rugged beauty. But step closer, and you'll see a giant stone beehive, once home to 2,000 souls, sprawling across 13 levels with over 6,000 rooms. This isn't a cave. It's a marvel of human ingenuity, built in the 12th century under Queen Tamar, one of Georgia's most revered rulers. Vardzia's corridors twist like a labyrinth, with narrow stone staircases leading to dining halls buried 160 feet into the rock. Storerooms, wine cellars, and baths reveal a self-sufficient society, cooled by a clever ventilation system in summer and warmed against harsh winters. At its heart lies the Dormition Church, its vaulted ceilings adorned with a portrait of Queen Tamar. Untouched by 800 years of time, it's a place that feels sacred, as if the stone itself holds the prayers of those who once lived here. What sets Vardzia apart from Peru's Machu Picchu or Greece's Meteora monasteries is its secrecy. For centuries, it was hidden, its entrances concealed until a 13th century earthquake cracked the cliff, revealing this underground world to awestruck eyes. Visiting today, you can't help but feel like an explorer unearthing a lost civilization. The silence of the caves, broken only by the drip of water or the echo of your footsteps, makes you wonder, what stories did these walls witness? The silence of Vardzia's caves, echoing with the whispers of a lost era, invites us to ponder the stories of those who shaped this land, none more vital than the women of Georgia, whose strength and struggles form the heartbeat of this nation. The strength and struggles of Georgian women. If Georgia is a land of contrasts, its women are its heartbeat. They carry a beauty that's not loud or fleeting but profound, like the Caucasus itself. Fair skin, sharp eyes, thick hair, and a presence that commands respect. In rural villages, women are the keepers of tradition, managing households, raising children, and caring for elders. They're the ones who teach the old songs, cook the recipes passed down through generations, and ensure the Georgian language thrives. They're called the backbone of society, and it's no exaggeration. In cities like Tbilisi and Batumi, the story shifts. Here, young women stride into boardrooms, hospitals, art studios, and political arenas. They're multilingual, educated, and fearless, blending modern ambition with cultural pride. But beneath this strength lies a darker reality. In some rural pockets, conservative traditions persist, chaining women to early marriages or familial expectations. Many choose to leave, seeking freedom in Europe or the United States, trading the weight of custom for new horizons. This duality, resilience, and struggle makes Georgian women captivating. They're not just preserving a culture, they're reshaping it. As we explore this travel documentary, I can't help but ask, what does it mean to carry a nation's soul while fighting for your own path? Their story is one of quiet power, and it's one we'll see echoed across Georgia's landscapes. We're just a third of the way through our journey into Georgia's heart, and I hope you're as captivated as I am. If you're loving this travel documentary, please give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment with your favorite fact so far, and hit that subscribe button to join the Gozi Journey family. Your support keeps us exploring the world's hidden gems, and we'd love to have you along for the ride. Mustaches, a symbol of pride and play. In Georgia, a mustache isn't just facial hair, it's a declaration. For men here, it's a badge of masculinity, groomed with the care one might reserve for a prized garden. Every September, during Tbilisi's Autumn Festival, this pride takes center stage at the Best Mustache competition. Hundreds of men, from grizzled elders to young enthusiasts, parade their meticulously styled mustaches, some curled like ocean waves, others braided like Viking warriors. Judges, including artists, hairstylists, and even a dermatologist specializing in facial hair, score them on thickness, shine, and creativity. The dedication is staggering. While many American men shave daily, some Georgians spend 3 hours perfecting their mustaches using lavender oil or cold-pressed grapeseed oil from Mount Kazbegi. These aren't small feats. Some mustaches stretch 12 inches, requiring combs and hairspray to hold their shape. A local survey adds a twist. 72% of Georgian women find mustached men more trustworthy and attractive. It's a cultural quirk that makes you smile, but it also speaks to confidence and identity. This playful tradition is a window into Georgia's soul, a place where even a mustache becomes a canvas for self-expression. It's the kind of story that makes this travel documentary so rich, showing how the smallest details reveal the biggest truths. Signagi, where love never sleeps. Perched on a hill overlooking the lush Alizani Valley, Signagi is a town that feels like it was painted from a love story. With fewer than 3,000 residents, it's tiny but mighty. Known across Georgia as the City of Love, its claim to fame? a 24/7 marriage registration office where couples, local or foreign, can tie the knot anytime midnight, holidays, or in a snowstorm. All you need is a passport and a partner. Over 5,000 couples, including thousands from abroad, have said "I do" here, often on a whim during their travels. Signagi's romance isn't just bureaucratic. Its cobbled streets wind past red-tiled houses, balconies dripping with flowers, and taverns tucked into hillsides. Locals embrace every wedding with open hearts, offering bouquets or free wine to brides in white. In the afternoon, you can stroll hand-in-hand along the 1.5-mile city wall. Its ancient watchtowers framing views of the Kakiti wine valley. The air here feels charged with possibility, as if love itself lingers in the breeze. What's the most romantic place you've ever visited? For many, Signagi is the answer, a place where spontaneity and tradition dance under the Georgian sky. A year of celebration. Georgia doesn't wait for special occasions to celebrate. It lives in a constant state of festivity. Spring brings food festivals to Kakiti, Tbilisi, and Batumi, where tables grown under handmade cheeses, clay jar fermented wines, and kinkali dumplings topped by mountain matriarchs. Summer transforms fields into dance floors during Tbilisi open air, the country's biggest music festival, while the Art Gene Festival honors folk crafts and ancient dances that feel like portals to the past. Autumn is Unveiled, the grape harvest festival, where villages come alive with song, wine pressing, and feasts that last weeks. Winemaking here isn't work. It's a ritual, a belief, a reason to party until dawn. Even winter, with its snow-draped mountains, hosts Viraloba and Alilo Verda, blending prayers for good harvests with super feasts that warm the soul. These gatherings, led by a tamada or toastmaster, turn meals into moments of connection, each toasting a thread in Georgia's cultural fabric. These festivals reveal a nation that celebrates life itself. They're the kind of experiences that make you want to pack your bags and join the party, knowing you'll be welcomed like family. Tbilisi, the city that never forgets. Tbilisi, home to 1.2 million, is Georgia's beating heart, a city where history and modernity collide. Since the 5th century, it's been a Silk Road hub, and its multi-ethnic soul shines in neighborhoods like Abano-Tabani, where Orthodox churches, Islamic baths, synagogues, and Armenian churches stand shoulder to shoulder. The name Tbilisi, from Tbilisi meaning warm, comes from its natural hot springs. The 17th century sulfur baths in Abano-Tabani, still in use, are said to heal both body and spirit. By day, you can hike to Narikala Fortress, 1,600 feet above the city, for views that steal your breath. By night, the Dry Bridge Flea Market offers a time warp of Soviet stamps, old Nokia phones, and trinkets that tell stories of a bygone era. Tbilisi's charm lies in its contrasts: Berlin-style cafes, underground techno bars, and wine taverns hidden behind wooden doors coexist with rustic moments, like an old man sharing directions in a mix of Russian and Georgian, his smile warmer than the springs. This city is a microcosm of Georgia's ability to honor its past while embracing the present, a theme that runs through our travel documentary like a golden thread. Books on every corner. In Tbilisi, books are more than stories, they're a way of life. Despite the smartphone age, Georgians read everywhere, on buses, in parks, in cafes glowing with warm yellow light. Basements burst with old bookstores, and book cafes invite you to sip espresso while lost in ancient love poems. But the real magic is the free bookcases scattered across the city. At street corners and bus stops, wooden or metal cabinets hold dozens of books, open to anyone. Take one, leave one, no rules. just trust. Some are whimsically designed, shaped like phone booths with dragon paintings or tucked into old bike baskets, turning sidewalks into roaming libraries. Street vendors might pause to finish a historical novel, their fingers tracing words between sales. This literary love, rooted in Georgia's intellectual pride, feels like a quiet rebellion against the digital age. It's a reminder that in Sakartvelo, ideas are as vital as air. Hospitality as a way of life. In Georgia, a guest isn't just a visitor, they're a blessing. Hospitality here is woven into the national identity, expressed in small, sincere gestures, a smile in a mountain town. A stranger pouring you extra wine, or a family inviting you to share their table. In rural areas like Mestia, Misnamed, or Kakiti, homestays offer more than a bed. You'll sleep in wooden lofts. Eat meals rich with stories of grape harvests, and warm yourself by a fire as hosts recount their lives. The super feast is the ultimate expression of this warmth. Led by a tamada, or toastmaster, these meals are symphonies of toasts, each one honoring love, family, or the land. In cities like Tbilisi or Batumi, the welcome may be subtler, but family restaurants and wine bars hum with understated kindness. This hospitality makes every traveler feel like they belong, a feeling that lingers long after you leave. Mushroom hunting, a forest ritual. Come September, when Ratch's forests turn golden, Georgians of all ages, grandfathers, teenagers, families venture into the woods for a national pastime, mushroom hunting. The cool air, scented with pine and earth, signals the season for porcini, chanterelles, and, if luck strikes, rare white truffles. This isn't just foraging, it's a meditative escape. You listen to leaves crunch, compete to spot the first mushroom, and breathe deeply, far from the noise of modern life. At local markets, porcini fetch $20 to $30 a pound, truffles even more, but for Georgians, the true reward is time spent together. Families teach children to distinguish edible from poisonous mushrooms, passing down knowledge like heirlooms. It's a 3-generation ritual, a survival school wrapped in laughter and fresh air. These things remind you that in Georgia, the land isn't just a backdrop, it's a partner in life's joys. Food that feeds the soul. If you think France or Italy owns culinary glory, Georgia might change your mind. Take khachapuri, a boat-shaped bread oozing with molten cheese, crowned with an egg yolk and a pat of butter. One bite torn by hand, dipped in that cheesy sea, delivers 800 to 1,200 calories of pure bliss, enough to fuel a Caucasus hike. Then there's khinkali, dumplings the size of tennis balls, filled with meat and broth. The rule? Hold by hand, sip the broth, then bite. Forks are sacrilege, and Georgians down 10 without blinking. The star, though, is kvevri wine, fermented in clay jars buried underground. It's dark, amber, earthy like a mountain's whispered secrets, with over 500 native grape varieties. Georgia claims the title of the world's oldest wine region, dating back 8,000 years. Each sip feels like communion with history. This food, this wine, isn't just sustenance. It's Georgia's soul on a plate, a reason to linger at the table long after the meal ends. A life you can afford. Georgia's affordability is a revelation. In Tbilisi, a one-bedroom apartment in the city center rents for $350 to $500 a month. On the outskirts, it's $250 to $300. Public transport is a steal. A subway or bus ride costs about 25 cents, and a monthly pass is $10 to $15. A restaurant meal runs $5 to $8, while cooking at home costs $40 to $60 a week per person. Coffee rivals European chains at under $2 a cup, and high-speed internet or unlimited mobile data plans are $7 to $15 a month. This means you can live comfortably on $800 to $1,200 a month, a fraction of the cost in the US or Europe. It's no wonder backpackers, freelancers, and retirees flock here, drawn by a lifestyle that's rich in experience yet light on the wallet. Georgia makes that dream feel within reach. As our travel documentary draws to a close, Georgia lingers like a melody you can't shake. From the hidden caves of Vardzia to the romantic streets of Signagi. From the warmth of a supra feast to the earthy depth of Kvevri wine, this is a land that invites you to slow down and savor. Sakartvelo isn't just a destination, it's a feeling. A reminder that the world still holds places where tradition, hospitality, and beauty reign. Thank you for joining Gozi Journey on this journey. If Georgia's magic has sparked your wanderlust, comment 1 if you'd visit, 0 if it's not for you, or 7 for visa and permit details to make your trip a reality. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and let the world surprise you.